What's up? Welcome back. It's Dave. Welcome back to Spectrum DIY. I just wanted to say happy Halloween. Yeah. Happy Halloween, man. It's I got it to work. It works. It plays music. And I did my best. Hold on, that's gonna bug me. Be quiet. Okay, so let's talk about it for a minute. The Halloween synth. I made my music. You guys saw the slow-mo track. I was trying to give it that super horror movie vibe, like horror movie, creepy, like, I don't know. I wasn't sure really going into it what I was going to make. And then I just let it do whatever. So a couple of things that I did that I didn't cover in a video. How I got the orange light inside of the inside the panel. I used RGB LEDs. I used these type, right? That have the 12 volt green, red, and blue. And what I did was I let you give it 12 volts and then the other side is ground. So I let the red get full red to ground, and then on the green, I gave it a little bit of green using a 2K ohm resistor, and that allowed, hold on just a minute. So what I was saying, I got these LEDs and it's got full red going straight, just all 100% on. And then I've got a 2K ohm resistor on the green, and that allows some green to mix in. And when I flip the switch on, boom, it gives orange. It looks more orange in person than on camera, to be fair. The second thing, there was so many people being negative about how I couldn't use an ATX power supply because it was too noisy for an analog synthesizer, and there was just it's not going to work. It needs a load to turn on. No, it does not need a load to turn on. It turns on fine, runs fine, everything was fine. There was no worries. It was fine. Fine. It was nothing wrong. Like, oh my God, the troll. I got it done. I got the music played on it. My kids freaking love it. I love it. I'm excited. The fact that it works on the first go round makes me want to try. I've got another board like up here on my shelf that I did make, and for all I know, it could work perfectly fine. The next thing I want to do, I might actually be reaching the end of the VCO portion. Depends if this other one works. I'm going to leave it at that. If it doesn't work, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to test it. If it whatever. I'm going to the 808s next. I've got a couple of comments. A couple of subscribers suggested 808s. Quite a few people say 808s are the next. And I agree, because while this Volcabeats is fun to play with, it's good for getting kind of used to sequencing and playing around. It's real portable. Pretty fun. It's not doing what I need it to do. It's not quite, I'm not happy with the sound. And so I'm going to build a drum machine next. I don't know how to build one. I'm going to research how to build one, and I'm going to build one. And I'll post videos along the way when I get started. I'm exhausted. I didn't realize that I had zoned out so much into this project, but I lost my best friend. They said that I had shut them out and that I wasn't sharing anything but YouTube links with it. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was so zoned out trying to get this in time for Halloween for my kids. I just totally neglected my phone. I'm sorry. I'm that way. I will hyperfixate on a subject. If you're autistic or ADHD, you'll know what hyperfixation is like. You just get zoned out and you just go and go and go. You know, I'm in my 30s. The way I look at it is, if you were willing to block and ghost me during one of my normal hyperfixation periods of time, then you were not really my friend. It hurts. It really hurts. But you are not a friend of mine if you can't even understand. I get excited about a project and I want to do it, and I hyperfixate on it, and I forget to check my phone. I forget to talk to people. I've done that. So this project was fun. I enjoyed it. I built my kids a friggin' synthesizer from scratch that they can play on. And it cost me my best friend in the process. So what does that tell you? That tells you that maybe they weren't really my best friend. Anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. Pushing it on and shoving on. The next project is going to be the 808s. And I think I'm going to start the kick and then the snare. The hi-hats seem like they might be a little bit tricky for me, being an extreme beginner. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try it. I'm going to start with the kick and then the snare and the hi-hat and then the toms. I believe the toms are like modified kicks. So yeah. And hot dang for hitting 180 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. That was really cool. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little internal celebratory moment. I know that may not be a big milestone for some people, but I don't know. That felt pretty cool. I was like, heck yeah, that's nice. It's growing. Little channel's growing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna work on this synthesizer. It's gonna evolve. I'm gonna let my kids enjoy it for a little while, and the next step is going to be to convert this into something more workable. I did not say this in the video. I bought 5 chips. This synthesizer is using 1 chip. So what that means is I'm going to take this 1 chip and leave it and let my kids play on this, and I'm going to build a totally new VCO. I'm going to take a page out of the synth community. And Look Mom No Computer probably started it, so I'm going to give him the credit. But the synthesizer community seems pretty much in agreement that using PCBs is a pretty nice way to go whenever you need to ground a bunch of stuff together. So I'm thinking I might look into doing a PCB version. But anyway, so I'm not going to ramble on, but I just wanted to thank you guys for really just following along on the project. I was building this for my kids. I was trying to crunch it down in time for Halloween, and I did. And I was able to make a song on it. It's not the song that I'm going to be regularly making. I don't normally do horror-esque, creepy music. I did have fun with it. It was eerie. I watched it back, and I'm like, this is very Halloween. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just really pleased with it. I'm happy it works, and I don't know what else to say except for great, freaking awesome, so I'm going to see you guys next time. I appreciate you stopping by Spectrum DIY. It's been Dave. See you next time.